Yo, what's up, gang? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're watching for the first time, you already know hit that subscribe button. So we have a couple of things to address today. We got Burna Boy bagging a feature on the legendary West Coast producer Mustard's forthcoming album, which is great. We got KP calling out Black Sherif. Apparently Blacko was supposed to clear this particular his verse on this particular song, but Blacko didn't even after KLP actually put him on. If you remember a particular soundtrack, I think Creed 3, it's actually a big movie that actually dropped, I think. Is it last year or 2 years ago? Yeah, some time ago, and Black Sheriff was actually featured alongside KLP on the soundtrack, and KLP actually claims that he actually put Black on that song. So when it was time for Blacko to return the favor, Blacko ghosted him. So we're gonna address that also. So yeah, Mustard posted what looks like a trailer of his forthcoming album. So let's check it out. Big huge win for Burna Boy. At this point, I don't even get excited anymore because Burna is like um Burna is moving like Drake right now. Burna is moving like Drake right now. I used to call the video the Drake of Afrobeat, which I still think Davido is him. But bro, we can't deny the fact that Burna has been featured on basically almost every big album that's dropped, so far. I'm talking about internationally now, not just locally, not just in Africa. Everyone out there wants Burna on their record. And it's insane, right? So Bonner is kind of moving like Drake at the moment, and it's something you love to see, right? He's winning right now. You just got to give it to him. Like being featured on Mustard, like bro, Mustard. We're talking about Mustard now. Legendary, the legendary Mustard. Stop playing. Let's check out the video. Why is the video so
But
small
Jesus said if
though?
you had faith the size of a mustard seed, which you can hardly see, it's that small, you could say to the mountain, be removed. He's not saying go out there, I got faith, I'll go out there and stand up and talk to the mountain. Go on, mountain, get on out of here. It's not talking about that.
Now I don't know if y'all can actually see the video, but this is actually the length of the video though. I don't know. I'll see if I can do some editing work and actually fix it, but it's looking really small, really
But you know
tiny.
what it's saying? That in your life, you're gonna come up against things that appear to be immovable to you. You're gonna come up against obstacles in life that are so firmly rooted like the sycamore tree that if you don't have faith, you'll walk away and change your course because you don't think you can do it. You don't think you can move it. But Christ is saying to you, stop that kind of cheap talk. It's unworthy of you to think that there is any obstacle in your life that you can't move. The white man looks to you like a big mountain. Shut up. Stop it. He's a man like you, born of a woman like you, just not ancient.
Okay. This one is looking dope. The trailer itself is cold, like a whole bunch of big faces. Sorry, big names rather. A whole bunch of big names. I actually saw a bunch of big names on the trailer. So not just Burna Boy, a whole bunch of people actually featured on the album, and yeah, big win for Burna Boy. So yeah, let's actually head to KLP's and Black Host issue. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? Wagwan. Okay, so this is the interview. Let's see.
Black Sherif are on this song before Black Bones, and why is he not on it anymore? Or maybe I might be lying.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Black Sheriff was actually on this joint initially.
So what happened?
When he got to the clearing part of the song, there was back and forth, and things were not going right, business side. And then My timing, his timing was quite different. Nothing was working right. So plan B.
Was Black Sherif
Okay, he said more. He said more. Let me play the other part of the
Morning
video.
was recorded 3 years ago.
with Black Sherif?
No, Black Sherif's verse was done 1 year ago.
Okay.
Black Sherif came to my house in Ghana 3 times to extend his verse. 3 times. I was okay with the first 8 bars. It's like, nah, bro. I want to come drop 4 more bars. Nah, bro, I want to come back again and do more form. Came to my place 3 times. Then 1 year after, time to clear this thing, reach out 3 months before the release of the record. So much time. They were buying time in the email back and forth. It wasn't just working right. You get me? So I was like, bro, I made the soundtrack for Creed 3, the movie. I put you on. I was in America, and Michael said, yo, we need somebody from Africa to jump in this shit. Excuse my language. We need 2 people from Africa. I called out the names. I said, oh, we have Burna from Nigeria and Black Sherif from Ghana. Morning was recorded 3 years ago. Oh, we have Ira Star from Nigeria.
So you made that happen?
Yeah, I made that happen. I gave the name because I made those songs for the movie.
Crazy.
So now,
So
I
are you
put him
upset?
on-
Are you upset with him?
I wouldn't say I'm upset with him. I would just say,
Are you disappointed?
yeah, that's the word.
Okay.
That's the word. I'm not upset, but because I'm not used to the clearing songs on the artist side, because I just started the career on the artist side.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the producer side, I know what artists pass through and all of that. You get me? So when I get to see this now as an artist, I'm like, I'm gonna just go with my vocals, man. I don't need your vocals. You get me?
KP in the building. Well,
KLP. Now, KLP has the right to feel the way he's feeling. If he's feeling disappointed because he actually thought Blacko was his man and Blacko was supposed to be there for him because he's actually been there for Blacko in the past. I feel like he has every right to actually feel the way he feels right now. Then we got to look at it from Blacko's POV also. Now I feel like when it comes to clearing, labels actually kind of get involved, right? That's just how I feel. For you to actually clear a record, you have to look at the timing and everything. If Blacko has an album, he said 3 years ago, when did Blacko drop his album, The Villain I Never Was? Because when Blacko dropped his album, or when Blacko was supposed to drop his album around that period of time, if y'all was paying attention, nobody actually dropped the song they actually featured Blacko on in like around that period of time. There was this particular song with Larry Gaga that Blacko and Larry Gaga actually recorded a long time ago. Larry Gaga actually held on to that song until Blacko dropped his album. So even when the song came out, it was sounding kind of outdated. But I feel like they couldn't drop it around that time Blacko was, preparing to drop his album. The same thing with Sack. Sack didn't drop his album around that time. I think Sack dropped his album after Blacko's album was already out there. Countryside came out. So I feel like sometimes these things happens, right? Like these things happens. We saw Odumodu Black actually admitting that Ashake was supposed to be on Woto Woto seasoning, right, instead of Blacko. But because Ashake's schedule was kind of clashing with his, they had to bring in Black Sherif. And Blacko actually killed it. So sometimes these things be happening. And I don't know. If Black Sherif could have actually, or how do I even put this? If Blacko had some kind of influence and could have actually had it cleared and didn't, then he messed up. But if Blacko's label was actually involved and didn't permit Blacko, like I said, I don't really know how this whole clearing thing works, but I feel like the labels also play a role in these situations. So if the labels were actually the people who stopped the song from being cleared, then he can't actually blame Blacko. So it's actually two things, right? But like, we will never know because Blacko is not the kind of person who would actually come out and actually say nothing about situations. So it is what it is. But yeah, These things be happening. And sometimes you just got to understand it's part of the game. The game is the game. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching for the first time. Bless. The game is the game. No need to get emotional.